what does Boogie2988, Jack Dorothy, Neon, and Aiden Ross all have in common? They are all just attention-seeking lolcows that we should stop giving attention to. What's up, guys? Destructor here, and today we're talking about Boogie2988. Now, I have a little PSA for you all. Stop talking about this guy. This guy has no shame when he does, and he just wants attention from us, and we need to stop giving him attention. I'm going to give you some reasons why. Now, let's start with his recent drama, okay, with the whole cancer fake and stuff. Yes, Boogie2988 actually just faked cancer, and this cancer is by the name of polysemia. And I don't know what that is until he starts spurging out about it. But on the lolcow live podcast, Destiny actually confronted him about it, and Boogie really did poorly in the debate. So poor that it led to the point where Boogie just kind of admit that he just faked it. Like, he doesn't know. It's like this guy's like, oh, I don't know if I have it. He's pretty much just spurging out like a complete retard as he normally does. And it's honestly fucking sad that this guy was stooped to this low and just faked this cancer. I mean, I'm not surprised this guy has this giant downfall. Go watch my last video, by the way, about it. But still, it just baffles my mind that this fat fuck would just fake cancer. Like, what a piece of shit he is.
Hormone markers for it. That's either a definitive diagnosis, in which case you wouldn't be getting a biopsy 2 years later, or it wasn't definitive and you would have gotten a biopsy 2 years later instead of saying they're treating you for cancer for 2 years. You just said before that you don't have the money for extra medical stuff. If they don't need that test to confirm cancer, why would you spend extra money on a biopsy you don't need?
Have you heard of this, Destiny? I just got a bit of a windfall. Might have heard about it.
You may have heard of it. We have. What's a windfall? He did a $10,000 crypto scam, using partly his cancer thing as an excuse for why he needed to scam his fans.
I wanted to join real quick because you just got caught lying about me to CoffeeZilla. All right, and now you're being confronted. And now you're being confronted on one of the biggest lies on internet history.
I don't consider it.
And you won't prove it.
No.
You won't prove it.
I'd rather you go ahead and print it.
If this is true, and you lied about cancer, this is the biggest scandal on the fucking internet.
It's not, but go ahead and print it anyway. Go ahead and print it anyway.
It's going.
I pretty much prove it. None of you motherfuckers.
Fucking
I said this
prove
2
it.
years ago, and I'm not doing it today. Go right ahead. Print it. Print it the way it is. Go right ahead. I'm okay with it.
What an asshole!
So high. We can probably get him the fucking
So
code.
Vera's not on there. Vera's not on the portal.
I don't know, man.
It's not.
I can send you a bunch of stuff.
You said 4 days ago you were looking at it.
Yeah, 4 days ago you said you were looking at it.
Like
So
I told you, I spent the last. Like I told you, I spent the last 2 years getting treated for it. I've been told by my doctor for the last 2 years.
It's fine, Boogie. Just admit it's not on the portal.
It's not on there. I told you this.
Thank you.
I have to do the.
Truth be told, I'm not really surprised by this. This is not out of Boogie's character to just fake cancer. We're talking about a guy with like a worse diet than EDP who spends like $10,000 on McDonald's, who can't manage his money for shit. You know, it's kind of like Canada winning a Stanley Cup. It's not really going to happen. But still, even with that, Boogie, the reason why I'm like just done with this is really this. He threatened to like cut himself. And the thing is, it's not like he used an actual like knife or some shit or whatever. It was like a crappy butter knife thing. And he was like, I'm going to cut myself. I'm going to cut myself. Like, what are you, a fucking emo? Good Lord, I already just got through an emo on my last video on that incel retard, which go watch. But still, I'm not really surprised. He like threatens like cut himself just for like drama and entertainment. So like people in talk was like, oh my god, this guy threatened to cut himself, guys. It's crazy. It's honestly a fucking joke. Just a straight up fucking joke. I'm so sick of this bullshit because it's so obvious he wants us to talk about him. I know it's ironic that I'm doing it right now, but as I said before, I am doing this as a PSA so you guys don't waste your time doing it.
And you're encouraging people to cut? Go fuck yourself.
Bro, what are we talking about right now?
I can't taste anything, but I drink aspartame soft drinks.
You're encouraging people to cut their fucking arms. Last I fucking heard, the guy who laughed at fucking Donald Trump's assassination attempt is telling people to cut their fucking arms. Go fuck yourself.
I'm just saying that it would be a lot cheaper than wasting your money on Diet Dr. Mountain Dew, whatever the fuck.
Slice your fucking arms open. Oh, you want to see that? Hold on. Okay, I'll do it. Give me 30 seconds.
No.
Holy shit. The next era of Boogie self-harm.
Oh, God.
No, he's waiting for you to tell him to stop. That's what he's doing. He's waiting.
Well, I'm falling for it. You better not do nothing fucking stupid.
I've got golden ticket. He's like, I've got this cancer, bro. Now I can fucking make tons of views, and I can fucking
like imagine like after googling
it. Do not do anything with that knife. No,
No, he wants me to. He told me to, right?
No.
Oh, this is so much better than eating a sandwich
right now.
So much better than eating a sandwich, Destiny.
Put that away right now.
Fucking piece of shit.
Okay. All right.
This guy is unfucking believable.
That silly like 2988 has actually done crypto in the past. It's kind of a history with him. So I'll start with a recent thing. Fatty. Now when it comes to like the Fatty thing, he's basically just like mocking Andrew Tate stuff. It's kind of entertaining actually, but here's the real kicker where he shoots himself in the foot like normal. He actually scammed his audience and stuff. You can like look these videos up. I recommend watch these. They expose Boogie for like his crypto failures on the recent shit. It's honestly kind of embarrassing how time in and time again, if he's not failing at crypto himself, he's scamming his own audience for crypto. Like, what an asshole.
Now, Fatty is a community for like-minded individuals that are broken free from the matrix. True happiness comes from a goldfish, from the same woman a couple of nights a month, and the occasional meme coin. Fatty for life.
If scamming your audience is already bad enough, this moron decides to pull on the pity party and pretty much e-begs to everyone to pay him. Now, this is from like before this recent crypto controversy, mind you. But even then, he's still e-beg and just be like, oh, feel sorry for me and that type of thing. Because that's kind of a history with this guy. And he just has to pull this crap because he's pretty much like a guy at a casino who will not stop gambling, even though he's like losing thousands upon thousands of dollars and he's about to be near broke and stuff. That's kind of what Boogie is when it comes to crypto.
The bad reason is I'm finally in a position where I have to get back to work. And I'm not making any excuses here. You know I spent a tremendous amount of money on dumb things. But the biggest issue is that I had a nice big nest egg. I took some financial advice from a friend, and I'm not pointing fingers necessarily. I took the advice, but I put my money in the crypto market in the wrong section, and I pretty much lost most of everything.
You're a fake and a fraud.
Boogie loves to ride the pity party train, just hoping that people feel sorry for this guy. Because that's all this loser can really do, is just making sure people can feel sorry for him because he has no other talent these days. And how he does it? Well, he does it in numerous ways. I mean, like the crypto shit that I just went over, like he does that crap. Or, you know, like he just tells stories about how he's like abused as a child and goes on and on. It's a fucking joke, truth be told. And not to mention his weight and so on and so forth. Yeah, that shit. It's yeah, he'll just pull off that shit as an excuse, as a coping mechanism. And the thing is, people fall for this shit. People actually just like fall for this garbage. When Boogie does something stupid, people will call him out. And then he plays the victim. And then the drama dies down. And then the cycle repeats. It might as well just call it the Boogie cycle. This is the same shit that's happening right now. Once like all this shit dies down, you know, from like the faking cancer and then like, you know, trying to like threaten to cut himself and so on and so forth, he'll just go on to do something stupid because Keemstar is just going to keep enabling him. And I don't really believe that Keemstar actually fired him. He probably just did it as like a PR thing, and even it's more like just a talk about Boogie and stuff because, you know, you got to make money because of lolcow live. No one really cares about it unless it's just Boogie doing something really retarded. That's just a fucking truth about it. This is just honestly really sad.
Shut the hell up!
If this waste of life had like no self-awareness, I'd be willing to forgive this crap to an extent because, well, people are calling him out and he's getting clowned on rightfully. But the thing is, this is what he wants from us. Generally speaking, Boogie wants us to talk about him Because why else is he like threatening to like, cut himself like he's an emo faggot or, fake cancer, crypto scamming, you name it, any drama. Because this guy's been through like a lot of dramas over the years, or like pulling up a gun when a dude came up in front of his house and shit like that, that type of crap. Because people will talk about this. Because if he didn't, he would probably be going bankrupt and probably be homeless. And that's just the fucking truth about this guy, since he's so god awful at managing money. And this is what he wants from us, to talk about him, so it gives him his ad revenue and so on and so forth. And the best thing to do about it is to not talk about him. Generally speaking, stop talking about him. This is what he wants. He's a parasite, just leeching off of everyone else. And considering he has no talent anymore, and he can't really like save his money from like all the years of like earning it through the hard work he used to do, he has to resort to this crap. So we need to stop talking about this guy if we actually want to make this better for him.
He's fat!
What actually pisses me off about this shit is that there's like better options to talk about, that people need to be called out. Some examples include like Jared Genesis, Wrestling Otaku, Just Gooby, Alzugi, just to name a few like I already covered, that people need to really talk about and bring awareness to these people. Not someone like fucking like Boogie, because Boogie is predictable. You know what this fat fuck's gonna do? He's just gonna like spend his money horribly. He's just gonna like spurg out and just do like this type of crap and just try to pull the victim card. You know what he's gonna fucking do. But like other people, they are just generally scum. They need to be called out. Boogie, it's just not gonna help. Boogie is pretty much the equivalent of like an old dog that needs to be put down. He is someone that's just like past his due date. And if we all just stop talking about Boogie, Boogie will change and actually try to make good content again and actually be for the better. Because deep down, I feel like Boogie can like turn this shit around. But since he's pretty much in this hole that he can't get himself out of because, well, everyone's made fun of him over the years, he's pretty much stuck doing this shit. And if we just continue to feed this fucking old dog, he will never change. This will just keep going on, and it's just gonna be fucking boring. It already is boring nowadays. But generally, this is a PSA I had to make for you guys. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Take care, and of course, fuck Boogie.